Hey everyone, Ridge 6 here. I am in my Hull C outside of Hurston, and my plan is to see how the Hull C is doing. I've heard from some other players that it's really running well here in 4.3, so let's check it out. Contract-wise, I haven't actually run the Hull C for a couple of patches, and look, this splits it up into supply grade, small grade, and then these bulk grades here are the ones that contain the Hull C size contracts, it seems. There's the one that I've done a million times. Terra to Magnus. I think I'll just do the Terra to Magnus one and let's see how well it works, huh? 711k. Terra to Magnus. Let's do it. All right, here we are at Terra Gateway. Like I mentioned a moment ago, I haven't flown the Hull C for a couple of patches now. Extend these cargo spindles. The last time that I flew it, which was a couple of patches ago, it did not work well. I don't know if you saw that recent video, but it was rough. But I've heard it's working really well right now, so let's try it out. All right, box popped right up. It's a good sign. Ease on in here. Gonna try it at an angle. Oof. That is not a good sound. Is it even loading any cargo? No. Well, one. There's one tiny little box. I think a 2 SCU. Well, this is not a good start. Alright, well I waited a couple of minutes and it's still just beeping at me, so I'm gonna pull out of the box and maybe spin around here and try again. Alright, second attempt. There's an unknown here. I wonder what... I don't see anything. Come on, baby. This contract is for almost an entire Hull C worth. No, come on. Alright, maybe it's not working quite as well as some people have told me. Alright, I have an idea. I'm gonna pull out of the box. Since it just threw that one little box on, I've got an idea. I want to pull out here. I'm just going to go straight ahead. I'm going to stop. And I'm going to manually remove that one box from the spindle for now. Someone once told me in a comment that if it just throws one box on, sometimes it seems... Quick helmet check before I go EVA. That sometimes it seems to stop things up, so maybe if I take this box off, it will work? I don't know. I've never tried it actually. Dang, that's pretty. Let's move this off to the side and then I'll come back and put it on if this works. Right there, don't move. Alright. Well, worth a shot, I guess. Now I'm just gonna reverse straight back into this box. If this works, I'll just be able to pull straight ahead and go grab that little 2SCU box to put it back on. Eh? Oh. Oh my gosh. It is working. Taking that little box off did the trick. Wow. Nice. Nice look at the other whole C there. Oh my gosh. He just bounced off that turret. Wow. All right, I think that is everything. Okay, well, I'm just gonna pull straight ahead here and let's see if we can find that ping out here. See if I can find that little box again. There it is. Sweet. All right, I'm parking so that that little tiny box is near to the only spot on the spindles that is open. Right there. All right, the whole C does have external tractor beams, but I actually have never used them. And I don't even know if the one on the back works. I think the one on the front does, but I'm not sure about the one on the back. I'm just gonna make it quicker by doing this by hand. There it is. There we go. Okay, well, first crisis averted, I guess. All right, time to go to Magnus Gateway Station. This is a long jump with a very heavy load. All right. See you at Magnus Gateway. Coming in nice and fast to Magnus Gateway Station. I'm going to turn and burn here. So I'm going to pitch up 180 degrees and then burn the other direction to slow down our speed. There we go. There's the station. Give it a burn. Overshooting it just a little bit. This is the fastest way to slow down a fully loaded whole C, though, is turn and burn. Box popped right up. That's nice. Alright, so in some of the previous patches, I was not able to get the station to take everything off the spindles. I feel like it was about every 10th trip would offload everything, but everything else was a partial. Alright, box is coming off. Sweet. All right, so I'm at 6.956. Okay, it seems like it took everything. But it's saying it's missing 2 SCU. 2 SCU short. Dang it. Did manually manipulating that box throw it off? Oh, move away. Maybe I'll wait for a second just to see if it processes, because it definitely took... Nope, actually, there is another little 2 SCU box right there. That's weird. Maybe I'll just go back into the box and see if it offloads that last little 2 SCU. Worth a shot, I guess. Come on. Ha! Nice. It worked. That is fantastic. Objective complete. Let's take a look here. I don't know. Yeah, it's still at 6.956. I don't think it actually submitted it, but it's showing that everything was delivered. So if I hit submit, nice. This is a full payout. Nice, nice. That was only happening like 1 in every 10 in previous patches. So that is awesome. Let's do another one. All right, I'm going to do this one. Magnus to Pyro Gateway. It's a small load. Magnus to Pyro. All right, let's pick up here at Magnus.
You are clear to launch.
That way we're not heading back empty-handed. I did realize, though, that on the way here, my fuel was dropping faster than I would have expected, and I realized I have not yet installed my Erebos quantum drive, and so I'm running on the stock quantum drive right now, which means I'm burning fuel a lot faster than I like. So I'll have to get that installed before I bring the ship out again. All right, cargo going on. That was pretty quick. This is a small batch, so it shouldn't take very long. Yep, already done. Nice. All right, time to head to Pyro Gateway Station. What? That's weird. That is a lot further. Is this taking me to Terra Gateway? I could have sworn the contract, when I hit accept, said that I would be going to Pyro Gateway, but now it's saying Terra? Yeah, it's taking me to Terra Gateway. Well, now the contract says Terra. That's weird. That changed. I'm 95% sure that said Pyro Gateway when I accepted it. That's odd. Alright, back to Terra Gateway now. This is where the contract is telling me I'm supposed to deliver. First page did not go through. Let's try again. There we go. Gonna flip around and reverse into the box so that I'm ready to exit with a full load. It's easier to exit with a full load straight out. Although, I guess I'm going to just unload right now. I need to refuel first. cargo coming off, nice and fast. Sweet, that was the fastest whole sea delivery ever. All right, I need to refuel here. Oh, and it just went through. So full delivery.
Please visit again.
I'm gonna collapse the spindles because we need to get some fuel. I'm gonna land on the pad here and refuel before we pick up another load. There we go. Sweet.
Engines off.
All right. Yeah, look at this. 2 completed contracts. Awesome. Sweet. All right, I'm gonna do this one, I think. Processed food from Terra to Magnus. I know that we just went Terra to Magnus, but this is a different contract, technically. Smaller batch. Let's see if this contract also works. Terra to Magnus again.
Landing gear up.
Man, such a sweet ship. That's so cool. All right. Second page. Box popped right up. Sweet. Let's go in backwards. There we go. So now when it's fully loaded, I can just pull straight ahead and quantum jump away. Nice. Already loading cargo. All right, sweet. That was smooth and should just be able to jump straight away.
Thank you. And please visit again.
Quantum travel engaged.
All right, see you at Magnus Gateway again. All right, coming in fast and turn and burn again. Overshot a little again. But we're slowing down fast now. Sweet. Let's see if we can go 3 for 3 on full deliveries and full payout. Oh, overshooting. These When they're fully loaded, these ships sure are hard to slow down. Gotta be careful. There we go. Nice, here we go. Okay, looks like it took everything. Sweet. Let's see if it fulfilled the contract. All right. Oh, that was it. Everything is delivered. Just need to hit submit. Let's see, 7.791 million. And this is a 698K. Yes, that is a full payout again. 3 for 3. All right, the real test is going to be Everest Harbor. Notoriously horrible for the whole sea. Let's see how it goes. Everest to Pyro Gateway. So let's see how Everest is performing in 4.3. Okay, here we are. Everest Harbor in orbit above Hurston. Gave me a box right away. That is already better for Everest. I think I've only ever had one successful run with Everest in the past. Every other time I've picked up or tried to deliver to Everest, it has failed, so I just stopped coming here. So this is the ultimate test for the whole sea, in my opinion, is does Everest Harbor work? Oh, it is working. Oh my gosh. Holy crap. Everest Harbor, ladies and gentlemen, working. Wow. I am impressed. It seems like Everest Harbor may be working, ladies and gentlemen. That was smooth. Alright, funny enough, it is jumping us back to Magnus Gateway, even though the contract definitely said Pyro Gateway when I accepted it. So, a little bit broken there, taking me somewhere else. But oh well. All right, turn and burn at Magnus Gateway for a third time. Let's see if we can go 4 for 4. 100% delivery rate. That would be amazing and a massive improvement for this ship. Sharp angle this time. Not offloading as fast this time. It doesn't think that I'm stationary. Let's try repositioning a little bit. Holding X for the space brake for a second. Does not seem to have helped. Let me strafe to the right and to the left. Sometimes that's worked. No go. Let's see. I'm going to level off with the box a little bit more. That does not seem to have been important earlier, but let's see if it fixes it right now. Maybe. Oh, just kidding. Cargo coming off. Yes, it is unloading cargo. I feel like it started before I was actually stopped. Nice. Okay, looks like all the cargo is off. Let's see if it actually, oh, I think it just said objective was complete. Yes, everything is delivered, 100%. Submit, let's see, 8.49, 9.81, yeah, full payment. That is crazy. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is a big improvement for this ship. I just did 4 in a row, 4 complete deliveries, 4 full payouts. That is definitely an improvement. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching. It does seem like the Hull C is performing a lot better in 4.3 than it has in previous patches when I've tested it out. This is really encouraging. The Hull C is an amazing, majestic ship. I know that a lot of us really like to run it, but it's also caused us a lot of frustration in the past. But it seems like maybe some improvements have come this way, finally, right? Well, hey, if you like this, please check out my other videos. Like, subscribe, share with your friends. It really helps me out. Thank you.